6.4 Part 5 talks about if we have unit vectors I and j. And so in a Cartesian coordinate plane, there are two vectors that lie along the coordinate axes are particularly important. These vectors are I, which has the coordinates of 1, 0, and j, which has the coordinates of 0, 1. A vector v from 0, 0 to v1, v2 can be represented in the form of v is equal to v1 times I plus v2 times j, and the magnitude of that vector then is going to have the square root of the v sub 1 squared plus the v sub 2 squared. So notice it's the number in front of the I squared plus the number in front of the j squared. Alright, so let's look at example 1 here. So it says let u equal 4i plus 7j and v equal 2i plus 5j. Find the expressions. Alright, so for A, it tells us to find u minus 3v. Well, we know u is equal to 4i plus 7j. I'm going to write this below it here. Alright, and then we got minus 3, and we know v is 2i plus 5j. And so it looks like just regular algebra, and that's how we're going to treat it. So we're going to distribute that scalar of 3, and then we're going to combine our like terms. So I don't really need the parentheses here. I'm going to distribute the negative 3, so I have minus 6i minus 15j. And then let's just combine like terms. Keep your i's first, so you have 4i minus 6i, which is negative 2i. And then you got 7j minus 15j, which is negative 8j. And so there is that expression. Now for part B, it changes a little bit because it's asking us for the magnitude of u minus 3v. Well, we already know what u minus 3v is. That's what we solved in A, so I'm just going to replace that. So it was equal to negative 2i minus 8j. But remember, it's wanting the magnitude, and the magnitude is going to be the square root of, it's that x component, so just the negative 2, don't bring in the I, okay? The first component squared plus the second component, which is the negative 8, don't take the j with it, squared. And so then we're just going to algebraically work this out. So it's 4 plus 64, which gives us a square root of 68. But we can break down that square root of 68. And so you need to break it down. If nothing else, you know it's divisible by 2, so it's 2 times 34. 2's prime, but 34 is 2 times 17, just kind of your factor tree. And so we have a pair of 2's. So we're going to take out a 2, and we leave the 17 underneath that radical. And so we find that the magnitude here is 2 square root of 17.